make me mad. Cause these six, they don't leave no mark. Look at me, but don't look me in the eye. I'm the king of the world. Really, really come on. Really, really come on. Really come. Really, really come through. Clap your hands. Really.
Hey, hey, hey! It's your captain. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Komarowski. Hey, everybody else. Glad to see you here. We're going to do a little Neuroshima Hex. And I don't know what you guys been up to, but I've got to play. Yeah, you lost the feed the last time. Yeah, there's some people talking about that. I think the restream dropped. Maybe some of it stayed in, but maybe only on Twitch. But I think the YouTube ended up dropping. So I don't know what's up with that. Restream just stopped working. So not sure. But hopefully today we're gonna keep it going. Yeah, Twitch still worked. Yeah, Komarowski, you're right. Hey, Vader. So basically, I've got to play the new prototype app. I didn't get permission to share it with you yet, but there's still probably a lot of changes that are going to take place. But I did get to play it. There's some really nice stuff as far as how it works, including when you get a draw where it's all action tiles, nothing that you can place on the board. It will immediately ask you, hey, do you want to get rid of this as an unlucky draw and draw more or not? So it gives you that choice right away. So that's really nice. A couple other things like that just kind of help you through the game. It seems to be pretty intuitive, pretty easy to interact with, and it looks pretty smart. I've been able to kick its butt pretty well though. It doesn't do as quite the stupid stuff that our original app did, where it would take things and turn it the wrong way. You know, it's got this great gun and he points it not towards anyone. So that doesn't really happen in the new app. But I did notice that it may favor some things over others. Hey, Dutch. So it may favor some things over others, like what's it called? Pushes or something like that. And I noticed on one game that I had, it wasn't able to push me, but it liked the pushes and it saved a push, and then it redrew and it ended up with 2 pushes and it still couldn't push on me. So it saved those 2 pushes. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a strategy. It just seems like a stupid strategy. So I think it's favoring some tiles over others, possibly, is how that goes. I'm not sure what the sort of the algorithms are that it's following, but it doesn't just do absolutely ridiculous things. So, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Today we're just going to play a quick game. I think I want to actually go in because I've been doing a lot of the core stuff. I'd like to come back to the core. Yeah, it was trying to be a pushover. Way to go, Dutch. I think I want to go back to the core units. Maybe the blue versus green or something like that. We'll get something set up like that. And also, I didn't play a whole lot of new games this week. I did go back and play Cryo again. Really enjoyed my play of Cryo. I tried a different strategy that totally did not work. But it did push the game to end a little bit early, which gave the advantage to someone else. And anyway, I was just trying something very radical, and it didn't really work out for me. But Cryo is a pretty good game, man. Had a good time with that. And I've got some other things that I want to share with you. So we'll do that. But let's play a game first, okay? It's time to play. All right. Let's see what we got going here. We're going to play a game. We're going to do a custom game this time. And let's just do Outpost, and we'll do Borgo. And let's see, we got it set up to where the computer is being the outpost. That might give them a bit of an advantage. So let's give her a shot, shall we? All right. We get to go first. Well, he's got a lot of range stuff. This gives us a +1 to our attack. I don't go in for quick initiatives usually. That doesn't usually give me a great advantage. I think I'm just going to go in one of the corners and reduce my frontage. I think is probably the best idea. Yeah, we'll just go here. That looks good to me. Let's give her a shot. All right, he went right in the middle. Now, his advantage here is that he's going to give anybody who touches him a second initiative. So after their first initiative, they'll do their second one as well. But let's just go ahead and hit them with an attack. I think we'll just do this right away. Just kind of be a jerk. All right, well, he was a jerk back and destroyed him. All right, so now this guy's going to go off on a 2, a 1, and a 0. We don't like that. So I think what we really like, boy, I like all of these. I want to keep all 3 of these, but I can't. So I have to get rid of one of these attacks because I want to do that double attack. I can put him here and he would go off on a 3, and this guy would hit him on the 2, and then he would hit my base on a 1. So instead, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for the long haul. We're going to put this guy here, and we're going to put this one right there. Let's see. Yeah, like that's fine. That way this guy has got 2 attacks, and he's going to attack him on a 2. So that's going to get 1 hit on our base, but that's it. Then we're going to take him out. Maybe we'll get something else. He's got a movement. There you go. All right. So now he's going off on a 3 and a 2. He's not getting the 1. Man, I wish I could move his base back. Okay, we got a double attack. We're just going to have to go in for the attacks. I wish I could do the +1. But so I could put the +1 on this too, so I hit him on a 3. That would only be 2 damage on our base. But I can do 3 damage on him. So I think we're going to go with that, unfortunately. So I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to put him right like so. And then since this guy is going to die anyway, because the base will attack him and his HQ will attack me and kill me, I think if I do that, it'll block the number 3, but he'll go off on number 3 because he's attached to this. So he'll be able to do a damage over here as well. So I think I like that. That way this guy doesn't do, only on a 2 will he hit our HQ. So we're reducing some of the damage. He's got another movement. Hey, gummit. Being very elusive. Being very, very elusive. All right. Well, wish I had movement. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 damage to him, and I'm going to lose this guy. That sucks. I'm going to lose this guy, too. I'll do 2 damage to him. He'll do 1 damage to me. Whatever. I'm whittling. I'm whittling. That's all I got. So, there we go. And then he kills those guys. So he is down to 18. I'm down to 19. Hopefully he's lost a lot of his movements. Now that's a boost for him for his guns, and that's not going to really help him much. This is a grenade, so I can launch this grenade from my HQ, but it only attacks things that are right next to me. So that's not going to help much. Battling isn't going to help much. So none of these things really do anything to help me. I think I can get rid of both these battles and just pass my turn. That's all I got. Yep, he's aiming at me. And now he's got a medic attached to his thing, so he will be able to absorb 1 damage. Well, we've got this guy, which can do 1 damage to him. I could do 1 damage to his base. He'll do 1 damage to me. That stinks. Most of his guys are going to be right in that area. I think if I put... I don't think I need this +1. I'm thinking if I put this guy here, he'll take that guy out. But what's going to happen is I set up an area, this zone. I'm starting to protect that zone. I still have my... It's just... there's not a whole lot I can do right now. He's got another movement he got rid of. Now he's going to battle. So I'll get 1 damage. Bam. And then I kill him. Alright. Well, I'd rather be offensive. I just don't know that he's going to put anything right here. Because most of his guys are going to be distant shooting guys. So I don't know if I should just keep on holding on to that grenade. It's not helping me a lot. Yeah, I could jam this up. Here's what I'll do. I'll take this guy here, and we will do that, causing more damage. So now every one of these spaces are going to be attacked at some point. Then I'm going to do this. Oops. Which creates some health for me here. I could also put that here just in case that this guy would be able to survive 1 more round, but I don't think that's the important thing. So there you go. Now he's shooting at me with a 3, so he will take that guy out. All right, now I've got a guy who can shoot. I like that 2 would be 3, but that 3 would give me... All right, so we got to do this. We got to get rid of this guy. We're going to take him. He'll actually go off on a 4 and take these 2 guys out. This guy is a 3, and he has movement. So... trying to figure out how to do that. How do I... It's not gonna... It's a 3. Take that out. I guess I can get rid of a medic. Alright, let's try this. +1 shoot line. Komorowski, I'm sorry I didn't look, man. Put +1 in shoot line. Oh, okay. That was earlier. Sorry, brother. I think this is what I'm going to go for. I'm going to take out one of these medics. Just jamming them up as much as I can. Got another movement. There's a guy. Okay, you got a +1 on that. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. Yeah. Dadgummit. That's okay. I took out all the medics. We're at 18 and 18. This guy's got movement, so he'll want to try to shoot me. How do I do this? If he moves down here, he'll get a plus. If I can move my HQ next to his HQ. I think if I take this guy and move him up here. Yeah. Put him here. We'll do 1 damage there. Trying to figure out, man, I hate that my double attack is down there. I could move this guy over here and take him out rather than move my HQ. I like that idea. All right, so we're going to get aggressive. We're going to take this guy and move him here. We're actually going to do this. And then, so on a 4, he's going to take, or on a 3, he's going to take both of these guys out. So, and this guy's going to get the base. I feel like that's pretty good. We're going to, again, whittle on him. Just get 1 damage on him. So there's 17, and then we take both of those out. That guy was pretty, I mean, to be able to move around and have that double shot, that's pretty scary. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is the stupid stuff that this app does. So it had this really nice fang fingers, got the double attack here, and he could have lined it up anywhere, and he put it facing his base. Now, if he put it here, he could have done extra damage, but he didn't do it. So, kind of stupid though. So, we are definitely going to go with this guy doing lots of damage. Let's see, which is the best way? That guy can stay there. I don't really care. That seems okay to me. I mean, I could put this guy in the middle, right? So I could put him here and line him up this way. And then he would do damage to this guy and double damage to the HQ. But the thing is I don't really mind that guy being there as long as he's not shooting at me. It's AU. That's exactly what it is. It's AU for sure. So I like the idea of doing this. Well, I'll tell you what, the other advantage I would have in doing that is that I could put this gun down here and I've got a straight shot. Yeah. I always play on easy. You gonna do it? Do it easy. So this guy is going to shoot straight through. This guy's going to do 2 damage. So that's a total of 3 damage. And this guy's going to take him out on a 3. So that guy's not going to really do any good where he's at. Think what I might do instead is back to the drawing board. Put this guy here. Oops, come here. Put this guy here. And then I'll put him right there. And then I will move this guy. So I'm worried about this right here. What he's going to put there. Because he probably will. But I think I'm just going to do this for now. I think I'll be happy with that. Oh, we got the devil. Woohoo! All right. So let's see here. I take this guy and I move him back to here. That looks good. I can take devil, put him there, and I can move that guy. That's what I'll do. I'll get rid of this 3. Love this net. The net with the 3 damage. Bam. We like that a lot. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to move this guy. Like so. Bam. And we'll see how that plays out. Right? There it is. That's what I was looking for. So I can do an extra bit of damage. I want these 3s probably to take each other out. Yeah, turning outward is weird. Like I said, the new app that's coming out, it doesn't do that. That's like a simplistic way of being easy by doing stupid stuff. But I think if I do this like that, then I can take him out. He can take me out. Either that or I could net him. I could net him. Because that net isn't really going to do me a whole lot of good anyplace else. Yeah. So if I did this, it would ensure that I get 1 more damage. It would ensure that I get 1 more damage. That's 4 damage there. 5, 6 damage. And then I put this on here. And that would make it 7 damage. I think that's the way to go right there. Kind of hate using the net that way, but man, we got them clogged up. It looks good to me. All right, he's got a movement. Oh, yow. Final turn. I've got a movement. He's going to take my net out on a 1. Nothing I can do about it. He's not going to hurt me. It's fine. I mean, honestly, what is going to happen? I don't know. I can take this guy and I could move him over here. But that opens me up. I don't know if he's got more dudes. Yeah. He's got 1. I'm going to keep him right there. And we're just going to call it done. So, there you go. And again, he put a 3 going the wrong direction, right? There you go. Get 1 more. There you go. And 0. 9 to 18. So that's pretty good. So, you know, the thing is like these base units, it's been a while since I just played with the base units. I was doing that on the other app, and I forgot how much I really do enjoy the base units. I mean, I got sold on the game with just the base units. And there's a lot there to kind of think about and to mess with before you go on to some of these crazier, more elaborate things, especially with the new factions that are coming out every year. So we got the new beasts are going to be coming out with the animal thing, which is really neat because they end up attacking one another. So, but they also, this is weird. It's kind of like the reflection thing that you have where you shoot your own guy, which that shot gets absorbed and then reflected someplace else. Except that this actually does damage to them. So when a beast attacks another beast, the beast that gets attacked may have a reaction that makes him go off right now. So they have this thing where they have their initiative, but if they are ever attacked, they immediately attack as well. So you can chain some beasts together that make them all go off all at one time. So it kind of bit of a powder keg, right? Just the beasts are attacking and they kind of just go nuts, which all of that is really cool, very interesting. But when you're first starting out, man, just looking at these first few, I think this is really, it's just a great game. It's just an awesome game. So if you haven't played the core for a while, I think that it's pretty cool. And the Outpost is probably my preferred over the Borgo, but because they're more mobile and I really do like them. But the Borgo having that net that does 3 damage, holy cow, that is super cool. So anyway, there it is, Neuroshima. All right. Well, I want to talk to you about a few other things. We've got a game I want to talk to you about that I got to play this week, and we'll see how it goes here. Hey, see you later, Vader. Well, y'all know that I have been really digging on that Solomon Kane. Been meaning to bring it back to the table, but today I got a big fat tube and it's really heavy. And inside of that was the new play mat for Solomon Kane. Nice logo, by the way. But I want you to take a look at this. I don't even know why you need this mat. Right? This is all it is. It's a lovely picture of gray people and a little bit of red down below and a Mythic Game logo in the corner. And that's it. I don't know. It's a nice mat. You need a mat, but it's totally not necessary for play. It doesn't help with play or anything, but part of the Kickstarter. So I ended up with that mat. So anyway, probably useless, right? Probably useless, and it's heavy. It's really heavy. So it's like a weighted blanket almost, you know. Anyway, so what I wanted to show you was this. Let's see if I can get it. Look, it's Lawyer Up. So this is one that just came off a Kickstarter. It's going to be coming to retail soon. It reminds me a lot of kind of like detective or something like that thematically. It's pretty neat, card driven with lots of flavor text and stuff like that. It also comes with, so in here are 2 different cases, and then you end up with, I have 2 expansions for it. One is called Godfather and the other one is Witch Trial. And just basically a deck of cards in here, right? And the way that this game is set up is interesting in that, I'll try to explain this to you. You have these jury members, and the jury members are numbered 1 through 6, but there's 2 of each one. See? So you have 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, whatever. And basically, it takes 1 influence to shift this. So you would have markers on there. I don't know where my markers are. Here you go. You'd have a marker on there, and you'd say, okay, this guy is now in for defense, or he shifts over and now he's for the prosecution. So you kind of doing a tug of war with all the jury members. This one only costs 1 influence to move this 1 space. The 3, it costs 3 to move 1 space, 3 influence. So that's how that goes. So it's a bit of a tug of war with 12 jury members. Okay, so that's that part. Then the actual game itself, the way that works. Try to get this out for you. There we go. So the way that this actually works is you have, where are they? You have different people that you're going to call to the stand. Okay, and each of them have something to do with the case that you're trying. Okay, and they've got a little bit of the flavor text for that. So you can see that this one will give 3 influence to the prosecution here, or 1 influence to the prosecution. So I may call him as the defense and put this +3 prosecution on my side, so that the prosecution only gets 1 influence when I call him to the stand. So we're going to have sides on this, okay? And so I'll put him down, and then I call different things. So I can have in my hand as a prosecutor, I have procedures and arguments. So I have a whole deck of procedures and arguments, and those are ones that I'm going to play with all the time. And you can tell that these are the normal ones because they have a longer flag at the top. The ones with the shorter flags, like this, and this one's a neutral, but it's a shorter flag. And the reason it's a shorter flag is because it's part of the case itself. And the case itself is going to give you evidence. So you're looking, so you take the evidence cards, the prosecution cards, and the defense cards, and you mix them up into a deck, and you serve them up, right? And so then you play these cards. You have a hand of cards that you're going to play out on this. And the way that you have to do that, if you look at procedure, this gives me nothing, 0 for prosecution, but it has every one of these symbols. So in order to play this down, I have to have matching symbols. So this one will play almost any time. This one has a, what is that called? A balance, scales, and it has this mind or something like that, intelligence thing. But the person that you've called to the stand has got these other 3 symbols, so I wouldn't be able to play that there. However, I could play this one there, and then I would be able to play this one there, and then I kind of run out of stuff in my hand. So I would maybe try to influence the judge and get to draw another card, different stuff like that. And basically what you're doing is I'm questioning the witness. My opponent is questioning the witness. So he ends up with things being stacked on this side as well, right? And then we actually get to keep track of our score, our influence with these trackers. We have a defense and a prosecution. And when we're done playing and everyone has, no more questions, Your Honor, that kind of thing, then what ends up happening is we compare these two. And whoever wins, wins. Sometimes there's a winning condition at the bottom of the card. But whoever wins, wins. And then you compare the difference. And that difference is the influence that you get to spend to sway the jury. So there's a bit of a tug of war here to see who can have the most influence. And then the influence that you have, you use on the tug of war for the jury members. So and that's how this plays out. And each one of these cases are unique, which means that you have unique evidence cards, unique people who are taking the witness stand, and they all have special abilities and things like that. And they can give you different victory conditions and things. So you can play the same case multiple times. It's not like you play a case and suddenly you don't have anything else, like you already know the story, and so therefore you can't play it again. It's not like that at all. It does present unique puzzles, if you will, but because you're drawing these cards, the way that the cards come out and stuff is going to be different each time. Because of the cards you have, you want to call certain witnesses because you want to match the symbols. So you may have to do things differently. So there's a lot of tactics in it, less strategy, more tactics. And so it plays out a bit different every time you play it. So even just having these 2 cases in here, it's actually quite a bit going on. Also, there's a few different ways to do the setup. So you get some variation because of setup as well. So you'll essentially have 6 different ways to set up these 2 cases. And then because they come out in different orders and stuff like that, it's going to change the play. And then you end up with these 2 expansions, which are going to give you even more playability. So the playability is really high. And as a 2-player game, like that tug of war, decision-making, tactical thing that you do with the tug of war 2-player games, I think Blitzkrieg, which is like World War II in 5 minutes or whatever. I forgot what their tagline is, um, but that's a it's a really good 2-player game, but a bit of a tug of war. There's an overall tug of war and these smaller tug of wars in the different theaters of operation. And I mean, that's a kind of a cool 2-player game. But I think that this one is even better than that. I mean, I really like the puzzly nature of it. And plus, there's some things that we didn't talk about as far as you can object to certain cards that people play, and which is really cool because maybe they're trying to link, I don't know, skulls with eventually with intelligence. And the way they have to do that is to play this one particular card, which has a skull and intelligence on it. So it links to the previous one that had a skull. And then you object to that, which means he doesn't get to play his next card because there's no intelligence down there. And that was the next one he was going to play. So you can object once per witness, I think. And you can also go and try to influence the judge, which allows you to grab a card. And then you have these special procedures, procedural abilities, and you'll put them sort of in your player area, and they'll have special powers that you can do, but only when you have the favor of the judge. So you may get to draw a card, the other guy gets to go again, you got another card, plus you have the favor of the judge, which means you can do a special procedure, which may help you do some other things. So it's neat. There's lots of little things there. It's pretty easy. It's just a card game. Pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. So that's Lawyer Up. Lawyer Up. So that's what I ended up doing. Like I said, I played Cryo again and enjoyed that. We played Gods Love Dinosaurs again. Introduced it to a few new people. They thought it was great. It's a good, easily accessible game. I really like that one. We also, I got to play a prototype online. A friend of mine, well, it's a friend of Portal's actually, has been working on this prototype for some time. And it's sort of a social manipulation game. I don't know how to explain it. But we got to play it yesterday. We played with some game designers, which was pretty neat. And they had some really fantastic notes, things that they thought might help to make those changes to make it a better game and that kind of thing. It was just really a neat experience to do that. I just take a couple hours and play a prototype with some game designers and hear the notes, and it was cool. It was cool. So I got to do that. And I don't know that anybody is following American hockey, but man, the Predators are going to be in the playoffs. I feel it. We're so close. We're so close. We're up against Dallas right now, and I think we got enough points to make it through. So we just got to hold on to it, and then we'll be in the playoffs. So I'm pretty excited about that. And we got another game on Wednesday. So that's going to be awesome. Second week of May for Robinson Crusoe. Pledge Manager. Awesome. That'll be great. I'm not going to jinx it, man. We're going to win. You know what? Last night, I just about jinxed it. You know, Komorowski, I'm watching the game last night. We were up, I think it was 3-1. I said, we got this one. And my wife's like, where are you going? I said, well, we got this one. I'm going to go get something out of the refrigerator. She's like, you're not going to watch it? I said, well, we're fine. By the time I got back, the other team had scored 2 points. We're tied 3-3. It ends up going into overtime. We end up winning in overtime, which is, thank goodness. But I didn't see that coming. So, yeah, Komorowski, maybe I need to be careful. There is a lot of superstition in hockey, by the way. Everybody tries to do exactly the same thing that they did the last time if we won. You know, I'm wearing the same underwear, whatever it is, you know. One time I walked into the arena and I ran into a guy and I spilt the beer and we won that game. And I saw him again, like, I don't know, a few games later, and he's like, hey, man, we need to spill your beer again so we can win. I mean, that's just the kind of craziness that happens in hockey. But anyway, we've really enjoyed it. This is going to be the final. We're down to the wire. We only have like 4 more games left in the season. So I'm pretty excited about that to see what happens, how it turns out. So anyway, hopefully I'll be playing some more games. I got plenty of new ones to get to the table. I want to do Monasterium as like my next one. And also I want to get back and finish Solomon Kane because, man, I really like that game. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got for you. You guys try to have a good week. And you can always holler at me online. I'm on Discord and say, hey there. But other than that, I just have a good one. Good seeing y'all. Adios.